Good morning. Morning. Good. We are the Autumn Rains. We've been here this weekend for Youth Awakening. We want to thank Brother Terry for having us down. We appreciate the opportunity. But it's not about us. It's all about Jesus. And Jesus said in the book of John, he said, if the Son has set you free, you are free indeed. So let's sing, I am free this morning. Come on.
Now, have you ever seen cows in a 200-acre farm? They got all the grass in the world to eat. But have you ever seen one stick their head through the fence through barbed wire to eat grass on the other side? I've always wondered that. Why are you sticking your head with barbed wires probably sticking you in the head? Why are you putting your head through the fence, eating grass on the other side, a little patch that the government keeps up, that the state keeps up, when you got 200 acres of the greenest stuff I've ever seen? Why? The owners of that farm have given you all that you need. Why do you need to stick your head out on the other side? Let me tell you something, children of God. God has given us everything that we need in this Christian life. We don't need to stick our head out into the world and look around and see what the devil has to offer. God has already given us many things and many blessings and things that we have, he's given us. We don't need anything else. Don't stick your head through the fence. It'll hurt you. It ain't no telling how much fruit that they had in that garden. It's no telling what was there. I mean, they had anything they wanted but that one tree they couldn't touch. Now, as human beings, what do? We know we're not supposed to do a certain thing. What do? You get close to it and just want to just glance at it real quick. You just want to just look around the corner at it real quick. And what happens? The enemy puts up what? A stronghold in your life. And before you know it, you're giving in to that sin. What movies are we putting before our eyes? What are we watching on TV? Let me tell you something. Whether we know it or not, this day and age, the devil is using media, internet, TVs. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with TV or internet. I'm not saying that. So don't go home and cancel your cable if you don't want to. And tell them it was Jason Callahan's fault that I canceled satellite. And you cancel your internet. And Jason Callahan, don't have them after me now. I'm saying this. Watch what you put before your eyes.
What your plate sees at dinner?
Too much.
Cheese, show me the cheese.
It's delicious.
Ooh, there you go.
And my greens.
Exactly.
Oh, Ryan's eating his veggies.
Clean my plate like my grandfather.
Are you gonna eat all that? We'll get some help, we hope.
I know I got a napkin. Hey, Pastor.
Do you remember when you fell in love with Jesus? Can you remember when you accepted Jesus? Do you remember that day? How many here can remember the day they accepted Jesus Christ? Do you remember how you felt when you received him? Do you remember how you felt on the inside? How many here when they got saved, they wanted to tell everybody? That first time you fell in love. Now, I'll never forget when me and my wife were dating and we were getting ready to get married. We got counsel. And I'll never forget the pastor. He said, what you did to get her, you're going to have to do to keep her. Do you believe that? What you did to get her, you're going to have to do the same to keep her. And he was talking about continuing to date, continuing to spend time together. What do you do usually when you start a fire? You put what on it? Gasoline. But be careful. Let me tell you something. Maybe we need a little gasoline in our relationship. Maybe we need a little something to fire us up. And I hope this weekend, youth, has been a weekend to set you on fire, to go into your youth groups, to go into your schools, to reach people for Jesus Christ, and not be ashamed of the gospel. Have you been cheating on Jesus lately? If I hold hands with another woman, what's that? That's cheating. I know better than that. My wife would have my hide. I know better than even look that direction. She's got me. I look her direction.
That is a nice horse.
Anybody want to roast marshmallows to make a s'more?
Pictures of the roast. Let me zoom in on that puppy. Literally on that puppy. There you go, Daddy-o.
Nom, nom, nom.
Explain to me this difference, John.
Okay, sharing.
People here are
Share everything.
$20 to the first person who sits on that for 5 seconds.
Make that $1 million.
Terry, if you had one last ice cream cone, which one would it be? Which flavor?
Carolina Blues.
Oh. How many remember the little 80-something model, about 84, 85 model Mustangs? The little two-doors. Well, I had one. My father, he actually bought that for me. That was my first car. How many remember their first vehicle? I do. That little 80-something Mustang. I'll never forget one time I had a bright idea to take it in the woods. Like something crazy. I guess you live and learn. But I took it in the woods. It was snow on the ground. And how know those vehicles don't ride good in the snow alone, more or less in the woods where it's muddy and it's snow. But as I took that vehicle in the woods, guess what happened? I got stuck. And as my buddy had a nice leather coat on, nice clothes, I had to tell him, you need to get out and push me, my friend. And as he got out, and I'll never forget when he pushed, I stepped on the gas. And then when it says objects in mirror are closer than they appear, I saw mud slinging all over him. And he was covered from his head to his toe. When he got back in the vehicle, I thought we was going to have to fight. Honestly, I thought he was going to fight me. But guess what happened? Guess who I had to call again to the rescue? My father. I need you to come hook up and pull me out of here. But what did he do? He hooked a chain or a rope or whatever it was, and he dragged me out of there. How many here sometimes need Jesus? We need help. We need help with Jesus to drag us out when we're stuck in a rut. And the more I hit the gas, the more I tried, the more I tapped the gas, the more I got my friend just as muddy as you could ever imagine, the bigger mess I made, didn't I? I dug a rut. I needed my Father to help me out. How many here need their Heavenly Father to help them out this morning? How many here need not only a chain to pull them out, but how many here need Jesus Christ? Maybe you're to the point in your life where you don't even know what to do right now. Maybe you're here this morning and you've tried everything. You've tried to follow God and you feel like you've let Him down. I'm here to tell you Jesus Christ doesn't care what you've done in the past. He doesn't care how bad we messed it up yesterday. Jesus Christ doesn't care how many times we've been stuck in a rut. You know what Jesus cares about? Today.